ጤና ይስጥልኝ ተመልካቾቻችን አሁን የምንገኘው ከካርሜላና ከጁዲ ጋር ነው የሲያትል Anesthesia Outreach Fundraising. Carmela and Judy, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you. Tell us about yourself and what you do.
Well, Plumbers Without Borders is a grassroots Seattle organization started by local plumbers and their wives, us, and a whole group of plumbers and related tradespeople that wanted to help other organizations that need plumbers and related trades in their work around the world wherever they need water and sanitation. So we're building a global database of volunteer plumbers and related tradespeople to sign up, and we will do their, find out what they would like to do and what their skills are and qualifications. And then when we have a need from an organization that needs their skills, we will help to facilitate them connecting with each other.
Anything you'd like to add, Judy?
Well, just the fact that we were contacted through Local 32 because a pipe fitter in that organization spoke to Local 32, and they referred him to Plumbers Without Borders, and that's how we learned about Black Lion Hospital and the whole situation here, because I don't think any of us were aware of it before.
For how long has Plumbers Without Borders been around?
We started right after the earthquake in Haiti in 2010 is when it was just an idea. And so basically since then, all last year we worked in the community helping other organizations that had projects involving rehabbing homes and helping people who were unable to get certain plumbing and sanitary things done. So we helped a few organizations locally here.
About how many volunteer plumbers do you have?
I don't know.
Well, it's kind of a hard number to actually pin down because we have a lot of plumbers around the world that have contacted us that indicate that they're ready to help. But until we have our database fully functioning where we can match up the organization that has the need with the plumber that has the time. Right now we probably have maybe 100 plumbers who are in our current database, but we could easily ramp that up to a couple thousand once our database is fully functional, because we have to have the database in order for the information to be input, and we have to get some more pieces of this effort in place.
Now you said that this is the first year that you've been involved with SAO. Can you tell us about your short-term goals?
Judy? Our short-term goals with SAO?
With SAO, yes.
Okay. Well, right now, both of our husbands who are professional plumbers, Judy's husband is a retired plumbing inspector as well, and they're both retired from the trade, but they still hold their licenses, and they've had both of them over 40 years of plumbing experience. So with part of the project that SAO is involved in right now, with the dialysis facility that they're trying to build near the Black Lion Hospital. I forgot the name of the other hospital where the dialysis facility needs to be built. So we're involved in trying to get that facility built, basically. And it won't be the type of building it from scratch with concrete and wood and that sort of thing. We're trying to come up with something that will answer a more immediate call So they're utilizing all of their connections in the industry and contacting everyone who would have anything to do with dialysis equipment and all the various components that would be needed. So they'll be going there to explore what is needed and look both at Black Lion Hospital, because Black Lion Hospital has so many needs. And they need a sanitation system, but they have a local community authority that's working on actually, coordinating that effort. So our group will basically be there in an advisory capacity, and the dialysis facility, I think, will be the more near-term solution that we hope to be able to bring maybe by next year sometime, because this trip will be in November, and then they will have to come back and put everything together and gather everything that's needed, equipment, expertise, shipping things, and everything that's involved. So it'll probably be, hopefully, early next year. And there's a group in Ethiopia that's a nonprofit group that is actually coordinating that dialysis effort. So they'll be working with them.
Well, Carmela and Judy, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
ጤና ይስጥልኝ ተመልካቾቻችን፣ አሁን የምንገኘው የሲያትል አኔስቴዥያ አውትሪች ፈንድሬዚንግ ነው እና አብረውን የቆሙኝ ዶሜኒኮ እና ፍሬድ ይባላሉ። የቫይስ ፕሬዚዳንት እና ፕሬዚዳንት ናቸው። ራሳቸውን በደንብ ያስተዋውቃሉ። አብራችሁ ቆዩ። Can you tell us a little about yourself?
Well, I'm a retired plumbing inspector and have over 45 years in the plumbing industry. I've done, I guess, just about everything you can do in plumbing as far as installation and design and managing projects, small to big projects. And I'm currently part of Plumbers Without Borders. A group Domenico and his wife and myself and my wife founded a few years ago to help people around the world with plumbing problems that we can help and do things about.
What about you, Domenico?
I'm a retired sales manager in the plumbing and heating field, and semi-retired. And I was, as Fred said, one of the founding members of Plumbers Without Borders, and our thought was that we would create a database for plumbers to connect with other NGOs, people that need their skills, and help people around the world to get clean water and sanitation.
And is this your first time being involved with SAO?
Yes, it is.
What are your short-term and long-term goals?
The short term is to get to Ethiopia with this group and assess the ability of creating a dialysis center with the equipment for them, and build it here and send it there in a 40-foot container. So that's what we're trying to do there, and that's what Fred and I are going to be involved in.
So are you guys going to be going to Ethiopia this November?
Yes, we are.
You excited?
Yes, quite a bit.
What about you?
Very much so.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I'm Chris Nunn, and I'm a medical doctor, and I've been working with Seattle Anesthesia Outreach for about 2.5 years now. I'm on the board of directors, and I guess just a little bit about why I decided to get involved with this. I decided I wanted to do some kind of medical outreach, just basically to try to make the world a better place, and I think I was left with a couple of decisions. Do I want to work somewhere in my own community to try to make that better, or do I want to go somewhere else? And in my own personal decisions, I decided I wanted to go somewhere where I thought I could make the greatest difference. And there's plenty of resources here in the United States, and I was looking for some place where I thought with my effort I could implement the greatest amount of change. So I got involved with Seattle Anesthesia Outreach because in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa in particular, there's medical resources in place, and there's plenty of very dedicated, smart people working there, but they're extremely overworked, and there's just not enough medical equipment, there's not enough training, there's not enough money to go around. So we figured any difference we could make there would last, it would persist beyond our being there. If we can train people to train other people there, to build an infrastructure which could last past what we do, if we could bring medical equipment that they would use and repair long after we were gone, then the limited amount of time we would be there would make a huge difference. So that's sort of one of the main ideas behind SAO that I think a lot of other charity organizations don't do. It's really not about us. It's about trying to make the people who are truly dedicated, the people who live there and work there, do their jobs better and take care of the people there. So we partner with Boeing Airlines because they've been a great partner. They've helped us ship tons of medical equipment to the Black Lion Hospital, and we've worked with particularly Swedish Hospital Medical Center, which has donated probably the lion's share of our medical equipment easily. And we've brought physicians, nurses, engineers, and medical equipment to try to train people there how to make their community better. And this is it's been a very rewarding partnership. We've made lots of great friends, and every time we go back, we make new friends. We get a little more embedded in the politics and all the things going on within the community, and it helps us do our job.
So today's event?
Oh, the purpose of today's event is to raise money for the mission, so that we can buy more equipment and be able to ship it to the Black Lion so that they can use it in their training programs and in taking care of their patients. And I would say that if people are interested in getting involved in outreach, whatever the outreach may be, whether it's in Ethiopia or anywhere, anything you can do is a whole lot better than nothing. And I think that if you can use your education or get an education, knowing that one day you can help people to make things better themselves, in whatever place that may be, that is the best use of your time and resources.
Ethiopia, how do you like it?
My experience in Ethiopia, I love Ethiopia. I haven't been much outside of Addis. When I go there, I'm very busy. I get up with sunrise and go to the hospital and work. And oftentimes I'm not going home until it's dark. But the Ethiopian people are warm and friendly and spectacular. And when I walk home at night in the dark alone, I feel very safe on the streets. It's a different kind of city than a lot of American cities.
Hi, I would like to start by thanking everyone for taking the time to be here with us today. I know we all have so many commitments and obligations that we need to meet. So for you guys to take the time away from your family, your work, your social life to be here with us means a lot to us. It's not a coincidence that we all met here today. This meant to happen for all of us to be here and to show our support for the great work that's happening with SAO. Tonight, the goal is to make it a fruitful night in every way, spiritually, action-wise, awareness, and every one of you was destined to be here to be part of spreading this message and supporting this cause. So without further ado, without too many introduction, I would like to start by having Tizita to come to the stage. She's going to be our MC for tonight. And here, Tizita, thank you so much for leading this meeting. Thank you.
Good evening. It's really my pleasure to get to MC. I just saw some more lovely faces come in. It's really nice to see this room fill up. with all of the supporters for Seattle Anesthesia Outreach, as well as Black Lion Hospital. Tonight we're going to be given presentations by various people who've been very active in this work of training doctors back in Ethiopia. You're going to hear from the experts, and if you have any questions, since they're right here, we'll be able to ask them. And just think, tonight we're here to give our support to make sure that the work that's already begun in Ethiopia will continue. And to start us off with a very personal experience back in Ethiopia at Ethio Hospital, Black Lion Hospital, is Zabiba Nur.
Hi, my name is Zabiba Nur. I am gonna give you this speech in Amharic and she will try and summarize it in English later on. ጤና ይስጥልኝ ዘቢባ መሐመድ ኑር እባላለሁ። ተወልጄ የሚያደግኩት አዲስ አበባ ሲሆን ሲያትል ከመጣው 13 ዓመቶችን አስቆጥሬያለሁ። ባለትዳርና የአራት ልጆች እናት ነኝ። የጥቁር አንበሳ ሆስፒታል በኢትዮጵያ ሕክምና ታሪክ ውስጥ የሚጫወተውን አብይ ሚና በይበልጥ የተረዳሁት ከ4 ዓመታት በፊት የአዲስ ሕፃን ታሞብኝ የሕክምና እርዳታ ፍለጋ በሄድኩበት ወቅት ነበር። ሁኔታው እንዲህ ነበር። በዛን ወቅት የአራተኛውን ልጄ 7 ወር እርጉዝ ነበርኩኝ። ድሮ ወደምኖርበት ሲያትል ለመምጣት አንድ ቀን ሲቀረኝ በድንገት የማህፀን ውሃ መፍሰስ እንከን አጋጠመኝ። በፍጥነት የሚከታተልኝ የግል ዶክተሬ ጋር ደውዬ ሁኔታውን ሳስረዳው በአስቸኳይ ወደ ክሊኒኩ እንድመጣ አሳሰበኝ። ገና የ7 ወር እርጉዝ እንደመሆኔም የልጁ ያለ ወቅቱ መወለድ አስኪ ስለሚሆን አንቲባዮቲክ እየወሰድኩኝ ምጤ እስከሚመጣ መጠበቅ ነበረብኝ። ከአራት ቀናት በኋላ ምጤ መጥቶ ለመጀመሪያ ጊዜ ያለ መደንዘዣ አራተኛውን ልጄ አቡበከር ኢትዮጵያ ወለድኩኝ። ሆኖም ግን ከላይ የጠቀስኩትን የማህፀን ውሃ ቀድሞ ፈሶ ስለነበር ህፃኑ በውሃ እጦት ምክንያት ማህፀን ውስጥ እያለ በደረሰበት መጨናነቅ ያለ ጊዜው መወለድ ምክንያት ጃንዶስና በራሱ ኃይል የመተንፈስ አቅም እንከኖች አጋጠሙት። በወቅቱም ተረኛ የነበረ የህፃናት ዶክተር የሁኔታውን አስከፊነት ስለተገነዘበ በአስቸኳይ ወደ ትልቅ ሆስፒታል ማለትም ኮሪያ ሆስፒታል ወይ ደግሞ ጥቁር አንበሳ እንድንወስደው አሳሰበን። ሆኖም ሁሉም የሚያምነው በዛ ያለ ገንዘብ የከፈለ እንደሆነ የተሻለ ሕክምና እናገኛለን በሚል የተሳሳተ እምነት ኮሪያ ሆስፒታል የመጀመሪያ ምርጫችንን አደረግን። ባለቤቴ በግል መኪናው አንድ ነርስ ከክሊኒኩ ኦክሲጅን እርዳታ ለልጃችን እያደረገን ይዞ ወደ በተጨናነቀ የከሰዓት በኋላ ትራፊክ ወደ ኮሪያ ሆስፒታል ሄዱ። እዛም እንደደረሱ ያጋጠመው ሁኔታ በጣም የሚያሳዝን ነበር። ቦታው እንደደረሱ ህፃኑን ተቀብለው ወደ መንከባከቢያ ክፍል የወሰደችው ነርስ 2 ደቂቃ በማይሞላ ውስጥ ልጁን ተሸክማ በመምጣት የማታ ዶክተሩ ስለሞተ በአሁን ሰዓት ድንገተኛ ታካሚ አንቀበልም በማለት በሩን በላዩ ላይ ዘጋቸው። ከዚህ በኋላ ነበር ባለቤቴ በምርጫ እጦት ምክንያት ወደ ጥቁር አንበሳ ሆስፒታል ይሄድ ነው። ጥቁር አንበሳም እንደደረሱ ያጋጠማቸው እንክብካቤ ከኮሪያ ሆስፒታል በእጅጉ የላቀ ነበር። የሆስፒታሉ ነርሶች ባለቤቴ ገና ከመድረሱ በፍጥነት ልጁን ተረክበውት በሕክምና እርዳታ ለማድረግ ይረባረቡበት ጀመር። አንዷ ነርስ ህፃኑን ተቀብላ ወደ መንከባከቢያው ክፍል ስታመራ ሌላኛዋ ደግሞ ባለቤቴን 200 ብር ክፈልና ካርድ አውጥተህ እንድትመጣ ብላ አመለከተችው። ብሩን ከፍሎ ሲመለስ ህፃኑ ከመቅጽበት ኢንኩቤተር ውስጥ ገብቶ እርዳታ እየተደረገለት አገኘው። ይህንን አይነት እንክብካቤ ባለቤቴ ሲገነዘብ በተረጋጋ መንፈስ የግል ዶክተራችን የነገረውን የጤና ችግር ለነርሶቹ ማስረዳት ጀመረ። እኔም በነጋታው ከወለድኩበት ክሊኒክ ወጥቼ ወደ ጥቁር አንበሳ ተዘዋውሬ ለ10 ቀን ያህል እኔና ልጄ ጥቁር አንበሳ ሰነበትን። እዚህ ላይ ልብ ልንለው የምንገባ አንድ ነገር አለ። ልጃችን ኮሪያ ሆስፒታል ለመውሰድ የወሰንበት ጊዜ በቀን 1000 ብር ለመክፈል ዝግጁ ነበርን። ጥቁር አንበሳ 10 ቀናቶችን ስንቆይ ግን ካስያዝነው 200 ብር እንዲያውም 65 ብር ተመላሽ ሆኖ ተሰጠን። ጥቁር አንበሳ በቆየንባቸው 10 ቀናት ያገኘነው እንክብካቤ ገንዘብ ሊገዛው ከሚችለው በላይ ነው። ዶክተሮቹ፣ ነርሶቹ፣ በተለይም ሬዚደንስ ላይ የነበሩ ወጣት ዶክተሮች ልጃችንን ለመርዳት ያደረጉት ጥረት እጅግ በጣም አስደናቂ ነበር። ሁሉም የሆስፒታሉ ሰራተኞች ሙያቸውን የሚያከብሩ፣ ታካሚውን እንደራሳቸው ቤተሰብ፣ ሆስፒታሉን እንደራሳቸው ተቋም የሚያዩ ናቸው። እንዲህ እንድል ያስባለኝ ብዙ ሁኔታዎች ቢኖሩም ለምሳሌ ያህል ግን አንዲት ነርስ በግሏ የወሰደችው ሁኔታ ለመጥቀስ ወዳለሁ። በወቅቱ ሆስፒታሉ የህፃናት ስኳር መለኪያ እጥረት ነበረበት። ይህንን ችግር ለመቅረፍ እቺ ነርስ በግል ተነሳሽነት ከሙያ ባልደረቦቿ ጋር ብር ሰብስባ ብር ስታሰባስብ ተመልክቻለሁ። ይህን የሚያሳየው የሆስፒታሉ ሰራተኞች ለታካሚዎቻቸው ያላቸውን ሀዘኔታና ፍቅር ነው። ከ10 ቀናት በኋላ ከሆስፒታል ወጥተን በተመላላሽነት ልጃችንን በማሳከም ላይ እያለን የሃይድሮሳፍለስ ወይ ደግሞ የጭንቅላት ውሃ መሙላት ችግር እንዳለበት ነገሩን። ይህን ችግር ከፍተኛ ቀዶ ጥገና የሚጠይቅ በመሆኑ ጥቁር አንበሳ ደግሞ ይህንን አይነት ቀዶ ጥገና የሚያከናውኑ በቂ ዶክተሮች ስለሌላቸው ወደ ሲያትል ተመልሰን ልጃችንን በችልድረንስ ሆስፒታል ለማከም ወሰንን። እዚህ ላይ መገንዘብ ያለብን እኛ እድሉ ኖሮን ወደ ውጭ ሀገር መጥተን ልጃችን ለማሳከም ቻልን። ይህ አይነቱ እድል ያላቸው ስንቱ እንደሆኑ ለማወቅ የሚያዳግት አይመስለኝም። ያለ ማጋነን ቢበዛ ውጭ ወጥቶ ለመታከም እድል የሚያገኘው ከ101 ቢሆን ነው። 99% እድላቸው የሚወሰነው ግን እዛው ጥቁር አንበሳ ሆስፒታል ነው። ለዚህም ነው ይህ የተቀደሰ ሆስፒታል ለመርዳት የሁላችንም ርብርቦች የሚያስፈልገው። ዛሬ ከኛ ጋር የሚገኙ የስዊዲሽ ሆስፒታል ባለሙያዎች ከ10,000 በላይ ማይል ተጉዘው የእረፍት ሰዓታቸውን መስዋዕት አድርገውና ገንዘባቸውን ለግሰው ህፃናት፣ ነፍሰ ጡርና አዛውንትን ለመርዳት ቃል ገብተውልናል። ለጥቁር አንበሳ ሆስፒታል ሕክምና ተማሪዎች ልምዳቸውን ለማካፈል ሲዘጋጁ እኛ ኢትዮጵያውያኖች ምን እያደረግን ነው ብለን ራሳችንን መጠየቅ ይኖርብናል። ስለዚህ እንደ አንድ ጥቁር አንበሳ ባለውለታ ይህ ዓላማ ከግቡ እንዲደርስ በተቻለ ያህል ለማገዝ ቃል እንድንገባ በትህትና ጠይቃለሁ።
I'm going to keep Zabiba here because, okay, sorry, I'll just bend down. I'm going to keep Zabiba here because it's such a beautiful story and very touching. I want to make sure that I did not miss anything. I am not the most perfect Amharic speaker, but I definitely am trying. And she's a wonderful English speaker. She just felt more comfortable saying it in Amharic, and that's why I'm speaking in English, because I'm more comfortable in English. Congratulations. Thank you for your story. Thank you again, Zabiba, for sharing this story with us. So with that, and to keep everything connected in support of Black Lion Hospital, I'd like to introduce to you one of our very own, Isra Tashoma, who's going to tell us about Seattle Anesthesia Outreach, Swedish Anesthesia Outreach.
መጪውን የኢትዮጵያን ሚሌኒየም ልክ እንደ አብሮ መብላት መጠጣታችን ለለውጥ ተጋግዘን በመስራት የሀገራችንን እድገት የምናይበት ጅምር እንዲሆን የእግዚአብሔር ቅዱስ ፈቃዱ ይሁን እላለሁ። መልካም በዓል፣ መልካም ጊዜ።
ይቅርታው ጊዜ እንዲሆን አሁን ይጠበቃል ከኛ ላላፍን የቅዱስ መንፈስ ማደሪያው ቢያደርግ ዛሬን እናንስበት በተሰብስበት ይሰማው ውስጤን ዝም ብሎ የጨለመው ሌሊት ሲነጋ